Hey guys, my name is Dina Marie Rodriguez, and this is Women of Illustration. We are a brand new web series that features very, very talented women, illustrators from all over the world, so that way we all can be heard, make art, and get paid. This episode is going to be double freaking awesome because we don't just have one guest, but we have two. We're bringing back Samantha Lopez from the past two episodes. You know her, you love her. She's an amazing illustrator based out of Los Angeles, California, and she works for a pretty stellar app called Honey. And we're also going to be introducing you to a new artist, and her name is Cat Hubs. Cat is an insanely talented hand lettering artist and visual illustrator based out of DC. She is full-time freelance right now, just killing it, and she's doing a lot of pattern work. Her pen and ink work is insane. Definitely give her a follow. I'm so excited to introduce you to my friend. We actually met in a mastermind group that I run for Lettering Adventures. For those of you who are unfamiliar, I run a Patreon where every single month I teach one new style of vintage hand lettering every month. So you get a new workbook every month. We have a special mastermind group for those individuals who are in hand lettering and really want to take it up a notch and start to make some real money from their art. In this episode, we're going to be talking about money. How to make money from your art. How to make money from your art. How do we make it with our art, and how can we stop relying on clients and a day job, and how can we spend less time making it? This is a super important topic to me because I feel like so many illustrators out there think that they can only make money from client work in a day job, and that's so not true. We need to figure out ways that we can create diversified revenue streams so that way we can have money coming in to our bank account from all these different sources, so that way just in case you get fired or the clients stop calling, you can still pay your rent. So we're going to be talking about all the different ways you can fill those gaps in your income, guys, with digital products, education, advertising, all these different things. And we have a very special homework assignment that I'm going to give you at the end of this episode. Are you ready to get started? Let's watch Fade to Pink. All right, Kat. You go first, since everyone knows Samantha. She's old news. You're today's news.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
Kat, tell me about yourself.
My name is Cat Hubs. I have been freelancing for the last couple years, but it's mostly just been in graphic design and other kind of, in-house stuff since still trying to break into illustrating for money. But I've been taking that time to also develop my style and really get to know all my tools better and really discover my style, since I was, before this, in-house as a graphic designer and kind of jack of all trades for 12 years at a e-commerce marketing.
Just hearing that, like 12 years in e-com, like just when you use the word e-commerce in 12 years, I'm just like, that sucks.
Exploding. E-commerce, tech and marketing, and
like marketing is cool.
I did all the things.
E-commerce
before.
is cool, but when you work for someone else's e-commerce, it's not fun. I've never had a good time.
Yes. So I've had to try to escape the brand that I knew so well, and and try to find myself again. And,
yeah. Sure.
So it's been interesting.
Yeah. And who is this Samantha Lopez person?
Who is she?
I feel like we've never talked before ever.
No, never. Who are you? What am I doing here? Just kidding. I'm Samantha Lopez. I'm an illustrator and a graphic designer from Los Angeles. Freelance work. I do freelance work on the side, but I'm a full-time brand designer for a company called Honey. And yeah, just making cool shit always.
Making cool shit always. I love that, because you wouldn't be caught dead making uncool shit.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like
Never.
What would even be the point? All right, so this episode is really all about all the different ways we can make money as artists, because no matter if you have a day job or you have a freelance gig, both of those things can get taken away. You can get fired without any notice, and the freelance clients can just stop calling. So when that happens, what do? Do you just work at the mall? Do you find a shitty day job and you hate yourself? No, there are so many different ways to make money as an artist, and we're going to talk about all of those different why. No! Damn it, mother. All right. Oh, you're
Oh,
back.
sorry. Sorry. I don't know
Fucking
why.
shit, dude. I was like, ah!
No.
We're
Okay,
gonna do
sorry. I
it.
don't know what happened.
It was funny. Kat, can you just talk for a second? I just want to see if your mic is working.
Yes, I can talk for a little bit. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
We're good. Sorry, and it was so annoying.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm not even gonna edit it out.
Just like
I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, just because it's just like no. Okay, so for those of you who are watching at home, so typically these episodes were supposed to be with two guests. Kat slept in because she needs her beauty sleep because she's gorgeous. So she's able to join us for this third episode, and trying to have two people at the same time in Google Hangouts. I guess Google is just like, fuck you.
yeah, exactly. Don't even try it.
Don't even try it. All right, focus on my face, Cam. Oh, I'm a blurry. What is happening? There we go.
Okay.
I just want to talk about money. It's like the government is watching
I know,
us,
they're like,
and they
"Stop."
don't want women to make money. I guess I don't know.
Damn.
It's fucking hardcore government. I don't like it. All right, so I'm not going to say anything, but I was curious to know. Okay, so we want to make money. Money's cool. I like money. So in your opinion, you guys, what are all the ways you can make money as an illustrator? Like, okay, we'll play a game, okay? I want Samantha to do one, and then I want Kat to do one, and then you have to bounce off each other.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Let's see. You could make a product and sell it online.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's lots of those types of places. You could this is a weird one, but I did it. Draw at a meeting or a conference. Like
live
in
events,
their work sessions.
Yeah, you could totally make money at live events for sure.
You can. Oh my god.
See, it's hard, but this is why I wanted you to do it, because I know all the answers. I mean, I don't know all the answers, but I know this answer.
Oh god, what? Oh my god, why? I'm like totally blanking out, guys.
Okay, we got live events. We got making. I'm assuming you meant tangible products.
Tangible products. You could upload artwork on Society6.
Boom! Yeah, there you go. Cool.
I thought that was included all in the first.
Oh
no.
So, okay, how about the first one was selling products on your own platform.
Yeah, your own.
And then live events, and then Society6 and like Redbubble and fulfillment websites. Okay, what else?
And if you get lucky and you get discovered or find someone, hopefully your art is licensed possibly for other products or like a larger scale kind of merchandising.
Totally. Yeah. There's at least one more I can think of.
Well, hopefully, you want to go, Samantha?
Oh no, you could go.
Oh, boo!
The one that I would like is, like, I don't know, spot illustrations or like an art director kind of, like actually illustrate a story or, magazine, book, whatever, the kind of like art director piece assignment kind of deal.
My favorite thing was the fact that neither of you said like freelance. It's like, oh yeah, I know that a huge way to make money is freelance. Oh, you're so funny when you're on the spot. I love it. Oh, you're so fun. Okay, there's at least I can think of two more. Can you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna be okay. So when you teach someone something, sometimes you get money for it, right?
Yeah.
So education, right? Education is something you could totally make money off of. We have digital products. There's not always tangible products, so you can go ahead and sell fonts or graphics on Creative Market, or even sell those same things on your own platform. Licensing, I think, is a huge thing. Like, not necessarily licensing it to a business, but also you could use things like iStock and like selling stock graphics, right? That's another way that you can make a chunk of change. There's also sponsorships. So like when you start to build an audience for yourself, people will pay you to sponsor a product, whether that's in the form of a banner ad or a sponsored post, or it's you just talking about them on social media. So there's probably way more than that I'm not thinking of, but that's a lot of ways to make money, right? So let's just go over it again. Okay, so we have client work. That's usually the big bang buster. You can get a day job doing illustration work. You can sell your work, the royalties of it. You can sell digital and tangible products. You can teach in the form of like, hey, a workshop, or you can sell like an ebook on Amazon or on your own platform. You could I already said teaching. I was going to repeat that. So there's a bunch of different ways we can make money, but so many of us only focus on usually one of those things at a time.
Yeah.
Right? So, Samantha, if you could only do one way to make money, which one would you choose?
Wait, is freelance work?
Yeah, freelance work is one way. Yeah.
Freelance work would be ideal. That's ideal to make money like all the time. But if I could just have like my own shop where I'm like just selling my own products, my own t-shirts, my own stickers, posters, everything, that would be even better.
Yeah, for sure. I actually, if I could pick just one thing, I would probably say fuck off everything and would just do products too. And those products would probably be a mixture of tangible and then educational products.
Yeah.
Because then you have more control over your brand. Like, there's so many really cool brands out there, like Valkyrie. Like, I fucking...
Valkyrie! I was an intern with Valkyrie. Did you know that?
What?
I was an intern at Valkyrie.
Were you? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was.
Didn't even talk about that. You're like, oh, I'm working for Chutzpah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really awesome.
I hate you so much. Your life is so legit. I think it's because you're in LA. That's why you have an unfair advantage.
That's what it is. Some connections.
It's fucking messed up. You don't even fucking network. These opportunities just fall in your lap. You don't even try. Fucking making us all look bad. What about you, Kat? If you could only do one thing to make money.
Oh wow. It would probably be freelancing too, just because that seems to be the thing that it's also the most stressful. But if it was a perfect world, I probably would make my own stuff, like maybe more along the lines of fabric design and stuff like that.
Ooh,
that would be so cool.
Like, what does that mean? Like, teach me. Like, is it like creating patterns that people turn into clothes, or is it like making clothes? Like, what would it be? I don't know what it means.
Fabric pattern. Making patterns that for fabric that people would create other things out of. It's definitely something that I've enjoyed doing a lot, but I still banned it. And I post stuff on Spoonflower. It's another of those sites like Redbubble or Society 6, but you can buy bulk fabric or for quilting and things like that. So it's been a lot of fun. Stuff there. And
what was it called again? You broke up a little bit.
Oh, Spoonflower.
Spoonflower. Oh, okay. Cool. So you can like buy bulk things and other people can buy your fabric patterns and stuff?
Correct.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been on that platform?
I've been on that platform for a long time, but I haven't like leaned into it. Like all those types of platforms, you need to really spend the time and, set up the schedule and market them and, find other ways to get people to that site and that kind of thing. And so I just haven't leaned in that, extra 150% or whatever that's needed. And so I've been on there for a few years and I've definitely sold a few stuff, but not enough to like make it a side business or a hustle. I think that I'd have to really, buckle down and try to do that. But also like any sort of licensing thing, when you license for fabric and stuff, you're just getting a small percentage of the sales of that thing. So it's not like a huge revenue maker. One person buys a yard of fabric and I make $1. So it's not big seller kind of thing.
What if you printed your own roll of fabric and then sold on your platform? Is that something you ever considered doing before?
To do that, it's a little harder, I think, to figure out where you would have to like start digging to manufacturing and finding out what kind of places print to fabric or create fabric in that way. And yeah, that would definitely be an interesting.
But you could do it, right? It just takes some research, right? Well, I just find it interesting, and you know me, like I'm always going to call you out, like a little bit. So you said that your ideal job would be to do that, but you haven't looked into how to actually do it yet. So I think you should get on that, right? Do some research, try to find a manufacturer, like even just like dipping your, like, it's so cool to have an idea in your head, but when you start to actually research it and like making it more real so you can actually like reach that goal you keep telling everyone that you have. Because I think your work is fucking insane, and like literally whatever you want to do, Kat, you can. It just takes a little bit of effort to see what the best options are. And, you know, money's, I know, but you could always just start with one. Like, just, like, I'm going to make, like, I'm going to buy, I don't know the terminology for any of this stuff, like spools or yards or whatever they're called, and get, like, a couple of them, try to sell them, like, pick maybe a piece or a pattern that you've made that does the best on social media, where people are like, oh, this is cool, it gets the most engagement and likes, so you know it'll probably do well in the marketplace, and then just do it once and see how you feel. And then if you like it and people buy it, do it again. And if not, then you tried. And then you can try something else. You know what I mean? And I think that's definitely like the whole thing with like creating diversified revenue streams, right? It's like, okay, what are all the things I could do to make money? You write them down, and then you go ahead and you try them one by one. Like, be realistic. Like, we only have so much money and time that can go around. But I think we can make time for seasons of passion, whether it's like every Monday I try it, or every other Monday, or 15 minutes before I go to sleep, something. You can really start to push the needle on those efforts. So, to switch gears, Samantha, I know you've started making some products. How was that going? Like making t-shirts, and have you made anything else besides t-shirts?
No, I've done prints in the past, but that's something, again, like I have to like look into to find a good printer and just someone that's like reliable. And then also just like having like the storage. I'm like moved into like a tiny room. So it's like I have to like have the space to like properly have like the products and then like the shipping materials and everything. That's something I need to put more effort into this year. But the t-shirts were definitely better than I had expected. Like I ended up selling every single shirt that I had, which was really cool.
That's
because
amazing.
It was really awesome. People took to it very well, and it's super cool to see people wearing it. But again, that was something that was like something that I had always talked about doing, and I just like pulled the trigger, just bought a bunch of wholesale t-shirts, and I was like, all right, I have the shirts, like I gotta like make this happen. Found a screen printer, and it just ended up working out so well. So I just need to get back onto that game again and make a new t-shirt.
Yeah, like even it's something like I make one t-shirt every quarter. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
I feel like that's doable. Like use the profits from the last t-shirt to go ahead and get all the stuff done for the second one. In space, like I don't even care about space really.
Yeah.
Like my office can be wrecked, but as long as I got those dollar bills in my account, I do not give a fuck. And like and you're not going to be able to grow and afford that new apartment unless you make the effort now. Like if there's a little bit of a mess, that's cool. Just go to Storables, man. There's fucking like so many. Like I just bought this huge thing from IKEA that all these like cubbies. They're not even filled yet, but the point of why I bought it was to fill it with t-shirts and stickers and enamel pins and stuff that I want to start getting into. So I think it's definitely worth investment. And also like see it as like what if, okay, maybe I don't have enough space for t-shirts, but what if I started selling something smaller like pins or stickers? Where you obviously could fit a lot of stickers in your office versus t-shirts. So, and also it's cheaper to ship those types of things. Like you can literally just ship them in an envelope and put a stamp on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of, I think if we just make things a little simpler. Yeah. What were you going to say?
Oh, so there's a few. So the e-commerce company I worked for was a t-shirt company. And so there's definitely like other kinds of ways and platforms that you can create shirts. Or we have a sister group where you could like post a design, people could pre-order it, and once it was sold, you got the profits, and then they shipped it out for you. There are lots of companies that do that kind of thing. I think is where I worked, but Teespring is like Threadless, where they actually have artist shops, and so it's like their version of Redbubble or Society6. But Threadless is kind of a better known t-shirt printing company. So maybe they kind of experimented in that kind of direct to garment digital printing more. And you can, then you don't have to worry about having product or selling it or, you know, that kind of investment, $500 or more into buying shirts and printing them, or the physical labor and that kind of stuff. So there's definitely some other ways out there that might work, or especially if you have like lots of followers on Instagram. I should totally take my own medicine, but like there's so I've definitely talked to some people the last few weeks where they've sold stuff through Instagram and like get direct messages or like force people to their website and like pins and patches, and not just like t-shirts and things, but promote a page like, quick, get this, it's only up for 2 weeks, and it's like a collector's item or that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's also things like Printful, where you can actually, it looks like you're selling products and you're off your own platform, but when someone orders it, then Printful will actually go ahead and print it and ship it for you. And they, like, it's similar to Redbubble, where like you could do beanies, coats, jackets, shirts, tank tops, mugs, socks, baby clothes, dog sweaters. There's more stuff. I don't remember all the things. So you could do that, and then God, there's so many options, I feel like, now, because like they're just trying to make it easier for artists, right?
Yeah.
So that way they can actually get their work out there. Like my favorite thing to do is really trying to do a lot of market research, because obviously you're making a product so that people buy it, so it's a little bit different from art. It's more design related. So what I'll do is I'll like all my artwork I'll put on Redbubble, and whatever does the best on Redbubble I'll actually take down and then sell it on my own platform. So that way, like, I need some sort of beta test, whether it's, because sometimes like likes on Instagram and Dribble and stuff are good, but that doesn't directly go to sales necessarily.
Exactly.
Like you're lucky if you can get like a 2% conversion rate from Instagram. So it's like, you know, you gotta weigh your pros and cons. But Instagram is actually going to be rolling out a new feature, which they've already beta tested with certain bigger brands, where people will finally, you'll be able to have an image of a product, and then they click on the image and there'll be a little button that says buy here.
That's awesome.
How long have we been like, can we just get links in our fucking posts?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
the fuck?
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's something to definitely think about. You have to like tie it with Facebook. So guys, if you are out there and you have an Instagram and you would like to get more analytics, all you have to do is make a Facebook business page. You don't have to post on this business page. Just make it, connect it to your Instagram account. Boom, you have a business Instagram account. So that way, any of these new features that roll out, you'll be able to get them sooner than later, and you'll be able to get analytics on like where people are finding your work, how old are they, how much engagement you got, what were the best posts, versus just trying to guess and remember all the numbers on your posts. I think these are all things that we have to really consider. So, all right. So the easiest way to make money, I think, are digital products, right? Because it takes no upfront cost to make them, and all you have to do is, it just takes the time to create them. So, Kat, you said that you just put a font on Creative Market.
Oh, cool.
What was
on there for a while, but I had a sale this morning.
Yeah, she's like, I got $2 this morning. That's what's up. $2. So, was that your first experience making digital products?
I mean, I would say yes. The kind of the actual fabric patterns and things are kind of feel digital, because I don't have the tangible product here per se. I have swatches and samples, but that's it. And then of course, when I was in-house, I did lots of digital assets and things like that. But yeah, I think that's the first time that I like made something that I took a long time making and tried to sell it on one of those platforms, and it actually sold all right. It just kind of trickles in, and I find that people are kind of, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but some products people are kind of like, you get it free over here on DeFont and all those kinds of things.
Oh,
so
I see. Yeah, like they don't see the reason.
How do you price that? Yeah. So, but it was cool. It's fun. I've been trying to figure out, like, maybe I should make some more of those. Like you said, Dana, the digital ones are the easiest. You don't have to store it really, except on your computer, and you don't have to ship it. And so I've been trying to figure out those types of things to do on Etsy as well. Like what kind of like digital downloads or some things like that. Yeah, that would work. So
that's cool.
But again, it's the time thing is hard.
Yeah,
I find. But
the time thing. We have like an entire episode dedicating on like how we can find more time in our lives, because that's always the biggest thing. Like, and if you like, Kat knows this because she's in my mastermind group. I'm fucking ridiculous. I'm like, I want to do this. And I don't know how I'm able to do it, but I don't actually work that much. I think it's just, you just get really fast. And when you spend more time planning it, like, and keep in mind, you not get stuck in the planning phase where you never start, but plan it enough in the most important ways. Like, what's going to be my delivery system for this? How am I going to sell it? How long in advance should I talk about this product so people are excited by the time it releases? You can't just be like, hey, I released this product, and you've never talked about it before and expect a bunch of sales. That's not how it's going to work. And then I'm like, well, how do I want to make it? What kind of materials do I want to use? How long is this going to take me realistically? Should I start talking about it now? How should I promote it? Should it be on social media? Should I add it to my list? Should I have some sort of blog series leading up to the launch of this? And then by the time you do that, and you actually have your marketing ducks in a row, then you get started with production and then you release it. And in my opinion, you're able to get things done quicker. That way, because you did spend more time in the planning phase, the production phase just went like that. There wasn't a lot of revisions, more or less the first few concepts you consider work. And you don't have to spend so much time like, why can't I get good things out of my brain? like moment. Yeah. And I think it can really make a difference. And I'm a big advocate for digital products because like lettering adventures, like I just make these workbooks that people print out and then they can start practicing. I've made over like 40 grand. So yeah. So it's like just from this one thing. So it's like, and not only was I selling it on a subscription model on Patreon, so it was like $7 a month. You get access to the zine, but also selling it on my platform. And so when I would have like sales, I would make like a couple of grand in a day, just because it's something that I'm doing consistently. I'm talking about it a lot. I'm promoting it, and it's something that people want to learn because I'm teaching styles that aren't just like brush script.
Exactly.
Or, you know what I mean? Or sans serif for serif. It's like, I'm actually like, oh, here's 70s script. Here's how you do Victorian or black letter, the styles that no one's really teaching. So like that helps too. But I think like things like digital wallpapers, you could sell that for $1. Like selling your own stock graphics on your site or using something like Creative Market, ebooks. Or you can just do like a video series, like something like this. Like, could I charge for this? Probably, but I don't really want to at this stage.
Yeah.
But just trying to think of it in those kinds of terms. So, do you think that you would ever launch like a digital product, Sam?
I mean, they sound fantastic. 40 grand sounds amazing. I mean, but yeah, like,
start slow, see what you can make.
Those products are really awesome. Like that workbook, I'm like, yeah, I need to have that. Like, I'm totally going to get one hopefully soon. But yeah, I think I need to just start thinking about it that way. I've never thought of like a digital product like that, where like a workbook, a video, like you can, like anything could be a digital product really. I think I just need to like think it through and like think of something unique that I'm happy to make. And then I know people would be happy to like learn or buy. So
yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be like an educational thing. Like you could like, what if I repurposed all of my, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like what if I repurposed all of my unused work and then made a digital coloring book? You know what I mean? You know, what if I took all my, like, and you've already had experience making a zine, you know what I mean? Like what if I made a workbook zine of some kind that was just fun? And it doesn't necessarily have to be them learning illustration. It could be about any subject you want. You know what I mean? Like you can really start to push anything, and all it takes is, as long as when you're launching it and you're doing your production, you're just really transparent, give people a link to get more information throughout the whole process, and sell it before it exists, I think is the biggest advice. And I think it's like we all just need to try some shit. So like if you've never made a digital product, maybe consider making one if you don't have any money, or if you want to start making a tangible product, make something simple, start small, don't spend all your money, make a sticker, or an enamel pin. If you want to make a t-shirt, maybe use something like Printful or try it on Redbubble before you just lay down $1,000 or $500 for a short run.
Exactly.
Because nothing's more defeating than like spending a bunch of money on packaging and materials and then 3 sales, and that's all. You're like, it's like, oh, if only I did more market research.
Yeah,
I could have made more money. And then, I don't know. I think teaching is something that we all need to think about. Like, even if you're a beginner and you've just started out of college, you still can teach someone something that they don't really have a full grasp on. And because you're more of a beginner like they are, you might be just the perfect person to teach them that thing. Yeah. And like someone like me, like, even though I only have 10 years experience, if someone who has 25 years of experience, they might skip a bunch of words that are terminology or things that I don't understand. And then there's something more frustrating when you're like watching a video and you keep trying to scrub over the part they talked about. You're like, no, I feel like I'm missing like 5 steps. Yeah. And you just assumed I knew this information. Yeah. And this is the whole fucking reason I bought this course or something. Or they make it too easy or something. So I think it's just, we have to think outside the box and be a little bit true to what we can offer personally versus trying to offer what we think everyone else wants us to do because it worked for them. And I know I keep saying that, but it's so important, and it's really like I'm telling myself this too.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. So moving into the future, like, Kat, What do you think would be like the big goal that you'd want to accomplish, like trying to diversify your revenue streams and just be a badass independent illustrator?
Yeah, I think that you're calling me out and I'm feeling guilty a little bit. Like you didn't mean to, but you did. I started to make a class. And then I didn't finish it because we moved cross country and like I was trying to like all the timing and stuff, and then I never finished it when I got out here. And so I have like it's probably 75% done.
Oh, that's amazing.
Editing some of the video, like I shot most of the video and stuff, and it might be doing some like audio voiceovers, and then I was gonna post it onto Skillshare. It was one that I was making for that platform, which I enjoy. And then I think in the past, Dina, one of our mastermind groups are like, maybe you should just put it on your website and stuff like that. So there's so many things like that. Like I think that I liked your idea of like testing something on Redbubble or one of those sites first, and then pulling it back to your own site so that you can really market yourself and don't pay the middleman fee.
Yeah,
all
totally.
those sites have fees and they drive me bonkers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that and I've been like the last month or two been trying to think of like last year I did like a monthly project where each month I gave away like a calendar, desktop foldable calendar for free. But now I think I want to try to either like it's a small sale thing and post regularly to social media, but also sell at a certain point. Like, is it, or Dina, someone had an idea of make a t-shirt a month kind of thing, or like, is it like a whole week of a topic of fabric patterns, like one topic once a month, and then the next week it's maybe doing lots of lettering, because I just love so many things that I think I need to write down that schedule and then find that way to hold myself accountable and do it. But I think right now it would be the class, like just
yeah, fucking finish it for sure. It was funny because you cut out when you said fucking finish it. And it was like, we did not censor on the show.
The internet bleeps me. I said effing.
Oh, you did? No, you can totally say fuck shit, cunt, motherfucker. I don't care. We're adults. But yeah, so I think, I mean, everyone at home, like, you know, please consider all these different things you can make money. I know a lot of us out there want to make money from our art in the terms of freelance or a day job, but those things you don't necessarily have as much control as you would like. Where if you're releasing your own products or you're teaching or you're selling like the royalties to your work, those are things that are in your control. And it's nice to be able to get, like, I've reached the point where I have so many different revenue streams that I don't even know how I make rent every month. Like, I really don't. Like, I just check my bank account and it's like, oh, okay, I'm not doing so good. Or, yay, I actually have like $5,000 in my bank account. Nice. Yeah. So I think that, I mean, that it's nice. And there's other things we didn't even talk about, like, what if you wrote articles and like a resource article, and then you were getting, you used Amazon affiliates links for people to go ahead and, you know, when they buy it, you get a royalty. There's like all these different things, or you sold advertising on your website, even if only to brands that make the most sense to advertise, that aren't intrusive, like so many other bigger platforms that suck cock.
Yep.
Yeah, so just think of it like this, like, what are all the ways I can make money, and then separate it to all the ways I would actually enjoy to make money. And sometimes, again, like going back to the first episode, how do we create opportunities for ourselves, is really all about asking for it. So like, if you want to be able to take sponsorships on your Instagram, go ahead and make a post saying, now accepting sponsorships. The same thing when someone goes on Dribbble and they say, now accepting freelance. It's not any different.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out what you want and then ask for it or make it happen for yourself. And that's really all you can do, you know?
How do you guys get on Dribbble?
I have an invite. I can send you
an invite too, yeah. I'm like, who do I send this to?
I just like, she said ask for it. I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. I was like, how do I get on there? I did try, like, when I first, like, started into them, wait a second, those jerks. It's like invite only and...
Invite only.
Yeah, it's invite only. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
all right.
send it to you.
So Sam, send Kat the invitation. I also have, I think, 2 invitations.
I think it's me.
Nice. Yeah, so if anyone else wants a Dribbble invitation, just message me.
2, yeah.
Yeah, message me. Message me and Sam, and we'll fucking give it to you. But you got to be good. Like, we can't let shit people come on there. I'm sorry. But it's okay. Practice makes perfect. But there's never been anyone who sent me like, hey, can I get a dribble invite? And I was like, nope, you suck. I've never experienced that.
Never like that,
I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Like someone who just started drawing a week ago that's like, can I have a dribble invite? It's like, no. Keep practicing though.
Sorry.
Because like, I always feel like that would be embarrassing. I don't know. I feel like that would be embarrassing. Dribble would be like, no, bad Dina, no Dina. For sure. Oh man, that's the end. We're done.
Yay!
Don't say yay, it's sad.
No, but I don't know, I got a lot of good stuff out of this, so I feel like really good.
Good, I'm so glad.
Yes, me too.
Thank you guys both for being a part of the show. You guys are amazing. All right, so Kat, is there anything that you would like to plug for people to follow or buy?
Spoonflower. I am K Hubs on Spoonflower. I know we talked about revenue streams, and it's just an awesome site. There's so many great creators on there, and some people make a lot of money. I think they focus all their time on it, but just amazing designs and really nice people and community. They shower you with compliments and love boosting everyone up. So it's a cool place.
That's awesome.
Nice. Is that the main thing, or Instagram or Twitter or any of the other things?
Instagram too. Instagram would be awesome. Yeah, Cat Hubs on Instagram, K Hubs on Spoonflower. But and website. I'm the same all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, what about you, Sam? Where can we follow and buy all your things?
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Dribble at Samex Lopez. That's my username on everything. I'm also on Society6. I'm going to plug that as well. Samex Lopez on there as well.
Cool.
Yeah, you can get cool shit like this phone case.
Oh, see? She's showing us things. That's how you do it. Right there.
Yes.
Like, I'll avidly, like, be wearing my own shirt and just be like,
oh, yeah.
And just, like, get up and be like, look at it. Just look at it. Yeah, all right, as a final note for me, by the way, I never introduced myself during these things. Dina Rodriguez, hand lettering artist, teacher, and product maker. If you guys have enjoyed the series, you think it's cool, you're getting some good information from it, please consider supporting us for just $1 on patreon.com/Women of Illustration, and follow us at Women of Illustration on Instagram, and use the hashtag, guessed it, can you guess what it is? Women of Illustration, to be featured on Instagram. We definitely are looking for people who are more beginners, who wouldn't necessarily call themselves super successful, even though I don't even think I'm super successful, but that's because we're all down on ourselves. We got to work on our confidence.
Yes.
Which is an entire episode that we're also going to be talking about during this first season. I hope you guys have enjoyed just all the things and the faces and the talent and the advice, and I hope you take heed to them and you can improve your own business and just be the badass female illustrator of your dreams. All right, let's all say bye and be awkward. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, that was such a good episode. I'm seriously gonna miss Samantha Lopez. Kat, thank you so much for coming on. Love you. You're amazing. I really hope that you guys enjoy this episode. You took notes and you just really learned about some other ways you guys can just start getting some more income coming into that bank account, man. Whether it's doing a digital product, doing some kind of educational thing, or if you just want to make your own products. And I think it's time for homework assignment time. Yeah! This is what I want you to do. Go ahead, write a list. Come on. Yeah, with a pen and a paper, old school. Let's do it. Write a list of every possible way you think you can make money outside of client work, freelance work, and a day job, okay? Try to do like 20, 30 ideas, whatever, even if it's stupid, whatever. Just get it down on paper. No idea is a bad idea. Now go ahead and circle the ones that get you really, really excited and just start to try them out. Try to do the ones first that don't cost anything. And just start to put them out into the ether, man. Just start to be like, I'm going to make this project, Twitter. Hey, Instagram, I'm thinking about doing this. Gauge people's reactions. If you're getting an immediate, fuck yes, that's a cool idea from your community, then that means you should probably make it. You're not going to know if it's going to work until you try it. So go ahead, kind of dip your little pinky toe into the pool of diversified revenue streams and just see what happens. Guys, I made $40,000 from an idea of doing a different lettering workbook every month, And I had no idea it was going to be that successful. But the whole reason I made it and the whole reason I hadn't even an idea that it could work is because the day that I went ahead and just announced that I was going to do this project, I had like 10 or 20 different patrons on patreon.com/lettershop. And I knew people were going to be interested in this product. I didn't even make anything yet. I just told people about the idea and they were excited. So learn from that. Instead of just going ahead and trying stuff, tell people about it. That's how every single person gets their ideas, and the difference between you and them is you're actually going to make those ideas a reality. And you just become more of an authority in your own industry and just a badass independent woman, because that's what it's all about. Guys, if you haven't been digging this freaking content, if you think it's sweet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Seriously, this content will always remain free, and you'll get a notification every single week when we create a new episode. Now, with this channel, not only do you get a new episode of Women of Illustration every other week on Wednesday, but you also get personal vlogs and videos from yours truly in the weeks in between episodes. So that way, every week you're feeling inspired as an illustrator, as an artist, as a designer, to be able to just make money doing what you love. So thank you and goodbye.